To keep Lent is to confront the principalities and powers, first of all in prayer. With Jesus, we face the dark side of ourselves. This is so susceptible to capture and control by the powers. If it happens that we keep vigil publicly at the gates of economic, military, political, or religious authority, we do so as an act of repentance, acknowledging the solidarity of sin.
A reading from Richard McSorley. The taproot of violence in our society today is our intent to use nuclear weapons. Once we have agreed to that, all other evil is minor in comparison. Until we squarely face the questions of our consent to use nuclear weapons, any hope of large-scale improvement of public morality is doomed to failure. Even the possession of weapons which cannot be morally used is wrong. They are a threat to peace and might even be the cause of nuclear war. Nuclear weapons may destroy our bodies, but the intent to use nuclear weapons destroys our souls.
O God, the heavens are yours and the earth is yours. All our life belongs to you.
Make us your messengers of peace and justice.
May your kingdom come and may your will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Make us your messengers of peace and justice.
May all injustice, violence, and oppression give way to justice, mercy, and goodwill.
Make us your messengers of peace and justice.
Teach us to use the many resources of the earth so that none may be wasted and none may want.
Make us your messengers of peace and justice.
Reading is from Pope Benedict XVI. The Gospel contained some of the most typical and forceful words of Jesus' preaching. Love your enemies, Luke. It is taken from Luke's Gospel, but is also found in Matthew. Jesus delivered it in Galilee at the beginning of his public life. It is, as it were, a manifesto presented to all, in which he asked for his disciples' adherence, proposing his model of life to them in radical terms. But what do his words mean? Why does Jesus ask us to love precisely our enemies, that is, a love which exceeds human capacities? Actually, Christ's proposal is realistic because it takes into account that in the world there is too much violence, too much injustice, and therefore this situation cannot be overcome except by countering it with more love, more goodness. This more comes from God. It is his mercy which was made flesh in Jesus, and which alone can tip the balance of the world from evil to good. This Gospel passage is rightly considered the Magna Carta of Christian non-violence, not succumbing to evil as a false interpretation of turning the other cheek, but responding to evil with good and thereby breaking the chain of injustice. One then understands that for Christian non-violence is not merely tactical behaviour, but a person's way of living, the attitude of one who is so convinced of God's love and power that he or she is not afraid to tackle evil with the weapons of love and truth alone.